259 regular season games have been played from October to March 2016 to 2017. 57 playoff games have been played through Alberta in the senior AA ranks, making 322 games, including 6 provincial contests this weekend. This is the final game in the senior AA ranks for the 2016-17 season. Hello and welcome to this ICU Video Productions broadcast. I'm Dave Dawson with Kevin Donnan. Boy, oh boy, are we in for a doozy tonight with two teams with a lot of history together.
This is technically a best of three. These two teams have met twice the last 2 years in the gold medal championship game, and here we are again. These two old foes going back, and we're going back one more time against these two teams.
Nanton Paliminos, Daysland Stars, 6-5 2015, 6-5 2016. Do you got a prediction for a score tonight?
Well, Dave, I'm going to go out on a limb and say 6-5.
All right. My man, Kevin Donnan.
Well, real bold prediction there. And these two teams are so evenly matched, it's almost impossible to predict who will come away with the gold medal.
This is the final game for them. They've been busy since the 5 o'clock game on Friday, as have we. Here we go. Bergman, the leading scorer in the Ranchland Hockey League, 25 goals in 18 games. Back to the point. Shot deflected into the corner. The save by York, the former Columbus Blue Jackets pick. To the point, off of a leg. Bergman again, he was silent in the contest yesterday morning, but Nanton was still able to emerge victorious.
And for Nanton to be successful in this gold medal game, the big number 19 is going to have to be the offensive catalyst, Dave.
Yeah, and both of these teams, how they got there? Well, Nanton won on Saturday morning, a game that Daysland thought they had in the bag, but it was a late comeback.
And Daysland had to take the long way to get to the gold medal game. Of course, they are the defending provincial champions, but these two teams match up so well.
Off the draw shot, York save rebound. Benefield picks it up, backhands it off into the corner. The half wall, Sorensen. Right side, Jacobson receives a bump. Back there to clear it out of the way. Green will grab it at center. Miles Dunn looks on between the pipes.
Dunn has gone the whole way for the Paliminos between the pipes in this tournament.
Only their third game, as Kevin has already talked about, and the referees are letting them play it out. Gold medal on the line today. Normand tries to split Diddy, but to no avail as Green's stick got in the way. Just moments ago, Hillmont took the bronze, 6-4 over the host Wainwright Rustlers. Daysland played yesterday, Nanton. Yesterday evening they did, and Nanton, only their third game, has been resting since Saturday's 10 a.m. game.
A lot of rest in between, and of course that's going to benefit the Paliminos. But at the same time, Daysland has kept up the energy. They've kept up they've been allowed to really keep going, and sometimes that's to your benefit as well.
As the puck scoots out in front, and Dunn will hang on. And Kev, we talked about already a little earlier, we stayed in the same hotel as Daysland, and they're loose.
Very.
Right? They're happy to be here too.
And even in the warm-ups you saw it. Here we go back to this replay on this save. And as you mentioned, Daysland, a very loose group. Lots of fun in the warm-up. Even yesterday we were talking about how, these guys were like little kids kind of lobbing pucks at each other, and a very loose group, and that's what you need to do in a gold medal game.
And Nanton, a loose group as well. Two very evenly matched teams. Size, goal output, you name it. Dump in, over top of the net. Hugenboom goes after it. The big boys, him and Bergman. Got a funny story about Hugenboom as this Procast continues on. We'll get to that later in the Procast, but dumped right back in and back there to tag up, and Wark gets it. He was bumped and left the game briefly yesterday, but good to see he's healthy again.
Took a heavy hit, and he's out against Daysland's number 1 line.
Troutman sends it into effort, and that 3-on-2 is offside.
And the Paliminos, this is their big line. It's Bergman. Haley is out there along. And of course, Bergman is the catalyst. He's the leading scorer. He's going to draw a lot of attention from Daysland. But that Troutman line for Daysland has been outstanding.
Soprovich brothers come out for Daysland. McMurdo, Hotmer, and let's not discount Eisbrenner out there as well. Yeah, and the PA announcer has some good news for the town of Wainwright. The Junior B Bisons have beat the Cochrane Generals in the championship, and another championship on the line here. From the point, whiffed on by Tracy, and here's a breakaway for Foster, going it backhand, rebound! Original save by Dunn, can't put it in, delayed penalty call coming, however, the net is empty for the Stars.
Matthew Foster with a glorious opportunity to break this game open.
Foster, nice move there, but Dunn was up to the task as he tried to slide it between the wickets. Foster, the third scorer, the leading scorer in this tournament. 3 goals, 4 assists for 7 points.
He's had an outstanding tournament, and he nearly breaks this game wide open with a great burst of speed in on Miles Dunn.
Likely get another look at that quickly here, but Daysland, there it is.
Here we go. Bit of a mistake at the blue line, obviously. Here's Foster with the great speed in on Miles Dunn, and Dunn plays it perfectly. Bit of a loose puck on the side, but no danger.
Tracy tried to come back to recover. Nanton on the power play, Daysland on the power play, excuse me. Gardner, no relation to Mike from what we understand, but he's got that long flowing hair, just like the longtime NHL veteran. Effort, crisscross, that top line here, shot off the goalpost! That close to open to the scoring. Effort, put it off the goalpost.
And he's a sniper, pure and simple. And that one, boy, we're talking the width of the puck there.
2 goals, 2 assists in the tournament. Troutman hits the blue line and beyond. 40 seconds gone on this player advantage. And a gold medal game in the senior AA ranks. This is as far as they go. No national championship at this level. No, they don't take part in the Allen Cup. Rips around. Benefield back there. In behind the net, Foster will cycle with Benefield. Benefield, Capital Junior League pedigree. Sure sniper there. Green, left point. Moves the pack through the crease and wide. Puck scoots to the side of the net. Hugenboom is going to send that down.
And we'll get a replay on that shot, that absolute bullet from Effort, and of course the goaltender's best friend.
Absolutely. Sorensen off of the Loomer's leg. He's got the lone shorthanded goal for Nanton in this tournament. 3 shorties in this tournament. Loomer's got 1, Foster for Daysland the other, and McNabb for Wainwright.
Loomer, one of 10 rookies in the Palomino lineup.
And that shorthanded goal, Kev, was one of the nicest ones of the tournament.
Absolute top 3 in this tournament.
Right across, Petio puts it towards, and that is blocked. Petio had a birthday on Friday. He walks in, like to celebrate this weekend. Return pass on the give and go, and that'll do it almost for the power play, as Beidel wants to join the rush. McMurdo drops it off Normand. Shot blocked. And right back up the ice come the Stars, but the teams will change.
Colin McMurdo, number 44, in 6 weeks. What better wedding present than a gold medal?
How about that? How about that, as they say.
Exactly. Nanton Paliminos, the entire team is getting ready for a wedding, as is Mr. McMurdo.
McMurdo played 70 games in the Heritage Junior League with the Okotoks Bisons. 16 goals as a part of that. We offer our congratulations to him. Scoreless here early on in the gold medal game, 6.5. Dave Dawson, Kevin Don, and a fine broadcast crew here with ICU Video Productions. And a full staff, and so happy to be part of these festivities. It's been a busy 2 days, 7 broadcasts in 2 days. But wow, the town of Wainwright has really put on a spectacle.
What a fantastic display in terms of volunteers and organizers. We have been treated like kings here. It's just been a fantastic weekend of hockey, a real true celebration for this town and for the entire sport. Take a look at this replay here. Great camera work from our friend Sean here. And the bells were ringing in the Peace Memorial Multiplex.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sean McClune, for that shot there. We'll have Josh Copeland, the tournament chair, in the second intermission interview. You can hear all about the great job they've done. Draw 1 by the Stars. Green off of a leg. That's going to be sent out the other way. Here come the Boston Bruins. Backhand down. It's Boston Bruins against Team Canada today, I guess, or the Carolina Stars. Effort, 2-on-3. Right wing. He's the guy who hit the goalpost, and he gets rubbed out ever so nicely. A gentle tap, but a giveaway, side of the net. Dunn had to be standing against the post there to make sure it's a pair of donuts still. Carlson across the right side. Green off the pad. Rebound, Troutman right through the pads and through the crease and wide. That close to making it 1-0.
Daysland right now all over the Paliminos here early in this first period.
3-3, the shots on goal. Might catch him on a change. Jacobson hits the blue line. Drops it for Gartner. Sends it through the crease. Almost hits Tracy's leg and goes in. And Warwick will settle it down, a.k.a. Joe Thornton. Dump it back in. Huge beard and sporting it well as the Sorensen gets knocked into the net.
And this is what we talked about. I mean, Daysland, of course, had to take the long way to the gold medal, but maybe the rest has affected the Paliminos. Here's the big shot from the point. Good rebound control by Dunn. He's been busy early on, but maybe it's a question of the Paliminos need to get their legs underneath them. After that long wait. They've been waiting a long time, since 10 a.m. yesterday morning.
Right wing pass, McMurdo, who I've called Marchand a couple of times already because of the black Boston Bruins jerseys they're wearing, but I finally nailed it as McMurdo. Centering pass right there to the point. Normand walks along, deflected, and a save by York, who keeps it scoreless.
Big save by the former Columbus Blue Jacket, and he was focused this morning. We saw him at breakfast, and wasn't saying a lot, wasn't chatting a whole lot. You could tell.
Those poor eggs. Man, he was focused on those.
He had, you know what, and he had the gold medal in sight and a repeat and a potential repeat for these North Stars.
Draw to the right side of York. Bergman will bring it back to the point. Haste, pad save, rebound cleared away by Warwick. Rips it around the boards, deflected, back in again. Hugenboom, centering pass. National champion with the Camrose Kodiaks, as well as played at St. Norbert College, NCAA. 119 games played there. 179 games played in Okotoks, I should say, excuse me, not in Camrose. Either way, a lot of championship caliber players on these rosters.
And that Kodiaks program just down the road, of course, has a lot of skins on the wall.
Yep, been a feeder program. Shot, rebound right there, cleared out of the way. Soprovic 1-on-2, will wait for his brother to catch up. Hits the blue line. Takes a shot, blockered easily by Dunn, who saw that one and steered it off out of harm's way. Nice move by Olsen. Up across the blue line. Shot. And that gets deflected into the corner. Dylan Olsen, a Chicago draft picks pick, as I'd been saying, Florida Panthers pick, and got corrected on Twitter by the Daysland Stars about that. So
there's always someone on Twitter waiting to correct.
There's always keyboard heroes out there, aren't there?
You got it.
Nearing the midway point of the first period of the gold medal game in the senior AA Provincials. Lead pass to Soprovic, just past him, and that'll come down into the Daysland zone.
What a great pass by the big guy, number 67, Dean Petio. Right up the middle, nearly had Grayson Soprovic, the leading scorer of Daysland, nearly had him on a breakaway. And of course, Soprovic was hurt early in Friday's game, but has come back and has made his presence known in this tournament.
Riley Benefield has picked up the slack, air quotes, for that. He's been able to fill the net really well. This Daysland team heavily loaded with talent. And this line, especially Mr. Donnan, is one that has really filled the net.
The Troutman, Zimmer, and effort line is one that you've got to you have to be tight checking against this line, because they are absolutely lethal. And in fact, both of these teams could roll out 4 lines.
Comes back to the point. Tracy puts it up on Bergman. Troutman is going to find a path, and here he goes. And off of the back skate. Eludes a little bit of nervous moment there. Through center again. Zimmer rips it around. That top line will change for Daysland. Paliminos having trouble coming out of their own zone. They've done the stretch pass very well this weekend that I've really enjoyed watching the Boston Bruins do that.
Absolutely, and the Paliminos, of course, both teams know how to put the puck in the net, and it'll be interesting to see the two contrasting styles here.
Speak of the devil, has tried to hit McMurdo on that stretch. Likely had that scouted. And now right in front, cleared out of the way. Jacobson hops over his stick. Haste throws it into open ice. Oopsie. Left side, McMurdo touches it back in. 6-4 shots on goal in favor of the hometown, the home side, Nanton Paliminos. Daysland, the defending champions. Haste, left point. Thinks about it, now shoots. Rebound, McMurdo right in front. Rolls through the crease and out of harm's way. Ripped off the glass and through center.
Now you're seeing the Paliminos settle down, and you're seeing them get their legs underneath them, and now we're in for a doozy of a gold medal game.
Warwick, head up, left-hand shot, takes the outlet, trying to hit Benefield. Sends it opposite corner, and they'll change. Haley takes it over the blue line, can't split the D. Hugenboom off of a leg and almost hits the referee, kept into the blue line by Olsen. Throws it at the net, hoping for a deflection, and his D partner Dalton Olsen, the Twin Towers. Centering pass right in front, scores! What a pass! And the Paliminos have opened the scoring.
Number 19, Andrew Bergman, the leading scorer for the Paliminos. He makes no mistake. Here's the reason why he's the leading scorer. Watch him in space here. He turns in the circle, readies himself in the slot. No one near him, and he makes absolutely no mistake, Dave.
A surprised Alan York, too, who didn't expect that puck to come out in front of the net. What a pass, what a goal. Nanton has opened the scoring, 1-0 at 8:04.
Big-time players make big-time plays in games like this, and Andrew Bergman has just done the same. Here's the official announcement.
Assist by number 10, Josh Haley, and number 11, Dylan Olsen.
Josh Haley was the one who threw it out front, and Bergman was able to capitalize on that one, burying a low blocker. Nanton Paliminos on there. What a hit! Soprovich was mowed over. Lost her the other way. Centers it, or throws it at the net. Dunn stands his ground, but if our video crew can get a replay of that hit, please. Boy, was that a wallop.
Tanner Franson with the big hit on Soprovich. That's another big hit that Grayson Soprovich has had to withstand. He's going to need an ice bag or two after this weekend.
He got mowed over, and a clean hit, too, right after he touched the puck. 7:22 left. Next stoppage, we'll get a look at that hit. That was an absolutely bone-crushing hit.
Both teams laying it out all on the line here. This is the last game of the season before you get out the golf clubs and you get going. But
puck dropped unfairly there. We chatted with the president of the Sask Alta League, Rob Boutin, last game. He said this is their NHL right now. This is the Stanley Cup.
Absolutely. And I mean, we have a great showdown here between two great teams. This is, if you will, a best of three gold medal affair.
McMurdo rolls over Troutman. No love lost there. 3-on-2, McMurdo, and just a step offside as the initiator of the contact almost had himself a payoff.
Absolutely. McMurdo trying to get into space here. There's the big hit. Here we go on Troutman. And there's, you want to play for the gold medal, you got to be ready to take a hit like that.
Yeah. Can't wait to see a look at that hit that down in the Daysland zone from a few moments ago, too, when the guys have that ready. But that was an absolutely bone-crushing hit.
Tanner Franson on Grayson Soprovich.
Right, yeah.
And Soprovich, of course, on Friday night was shaken up.
Here it is right here. Hit. Oh, yeah, well, that could have been interference. He didn't touch the puck, actually, now that we talk about it.
But a big collision.
Nanton on the power play here as Daysland goes to the box, and we're going to get another penalty.
Mitchell Gartner with the big two-hand slash here.
5-on-3 coming.
And as the old saying goes, use an axe, it makes a cleaner cut, because that was an absolute two-hander by Mitchell Gartner. He just absolutely brings the stick back.
If you're just joining us, Kevin Donnan has been absolutely full of these all weekend, and I have loved them. I've loved them.
Credit, you know what? All the credit belongs to William Donnan, right. My dad.
5-on-3. Olsen puts it over the shoulder, but, well, thanks, Dad. You've created a great young man. Like, those keeps life entertaining. I love it. I love it. 6:40.
But Gardner with the big slash. I mean, the referee. You know, referees are going to call that one all day, especially when they can see you wind up like that, and an undisciplined penalty by Daysland.
6:48 remaining in the opening period of the gold medal game. 1-0. Paliminos lead. Silver medalist from last year. The gold medalist, the guys in red. Olsen thinks about it. Deflection, rebound. Somehow that stayed out and flipped over top. Oh, and a hit from behind. And that will be a penalty against Nanton. And we've seen a lot of those this weekend. And that was on the captain, Jacobson. That's the second hit from behind he's taken this tournament.
And this is going to be interesting because watch this. It's Hugenboom, one of the big-time player for this Paliminos team. He's frustrated because he misses the open goal, and he hits Jacobson from behind. And he's headed towards the penalty box, but we're glad Jacobson's okay because, as you said, that's the second one he's taken in this tournament, and the first one we were worried about him.
Right. There's been a lot of those contacts. So 4-on-3. We'll get the abacus out and sort it all out, but the important part is there's 4 bodies versus 3.
A lot of open ice out here.
11-4 shots on goal in favor of the Boston Bruins. Eisenbrenner misses it, but picks it up. Hotmer's on the back door directing traffic, says go to Tracy. And now Haste. Shot. Hits Eisenbrenner in the back of the leg, and that gets sent down the ice.
Paliminos now with the 1-goal lead. So what, I mean, if in terms of where we're going with this, we gotta see what the Paliminos, if they can cash in here 4-on-3.
Setting up again. Cross ice pass, back door. Tracy trying to center it. Work is right there, though, and a good hand-eye coordination, not out, though. Haste, half wall, back to Haste again, to Tracy. Eisbrenner's trying to create the screen. There's 2 white jerseys in front. Troutman battling for it. Bodies flying everywhere. 3 bodies down, more open ice. Hotmer brings it in, shot, blocker safe, rebound off of York's back and almost found its way in. And Troutman's going to dump it down to relieve some pressure again. And
Troutman is exhausted going back to the bench. Of course, he's an offensive catalyst, but he is also the #1 penalty killer for the Daysland Northstars.
4-on-4 for 11 seconds, and then Daysland will have a 30-second power play. Bergman shot, pad save by York.
York tested by that wrist shot.
Absolutely. Hugenboom sends it by Zimmer on the line change, centering pass, and York will hang on. And a power play now for Daysland for 25 seconds.
And you can see Petio here. Oh, and there's the open, I mean, there's a wide open net, and there's the penalty right in the corner, Hugenboom.
Yeah, Hugenboom was the one beside, I believe the penalty went to Haley, maybe, I think.
Pardon me, it is Haley.
I think so.
Yeah, you bet, good call.
Okay. But Hugenboom, that empty net, so close.
So close to making this a 2-goal game.
Right now, Daysland's got a chance to tie it up. 4:42 left in the opening period in the gold medal contest. Foster over the blue line, might do it all himself. He's had the best chance of the game so far for Daysland. At the point, Petio deflected, just wide of the net. Wrap around, side of the net, can't put it in. Even strength hockey. Shots 13-4 in favor of Nanton. Frozen against the board. Soprovic back to the point. Petio puts it over top. Soprovic now to Foster, hoping for the give and go. Olsen says no. Side of the net and just past the stick of Zach Soprovic. Hugenboom pins it against the board. Sorry, Kev.
Don't worry, Soprovic right on the doorstep, and a great pass by Gartner.
That'll slow things down a little bit of this high-tempo pace so far. 1-0, the Nanton Paliminos lead in the Senior AA Provincial Championships. The gold medal game. Wainwright, Alberta. Dave Dawson and Kevin Donnan. It's ICU Video Productions Procast. A whole slew of crew here joined us this morning. Feel like we're the bigwigs.
We are in the big leagues because we've got the best crew in the province right here.
Absolutely.
In Wainwright doing such a great job.
Troutman over the blue line. Drops it off. That goes all the way down the ice. And this town has been buzzing, divided today because of the Wainwright Bisons, Junior B champions.
Let's give them a big congratulations
Absolutely.
for winning the title over the Cochrane Generals and providing a little bit of salve for Wainwright after the Rustlers lost here in the bronze medal game just a few moments ago.
No need to hang your head about that one.
No, not at all.
Benefield backhands it, goes behind the net. Haste is going to take it. The option on the left side. Sends it down between 2 defenders, got crossed up. That will not be icing. Green now. Sorensen. Things have slowed down a little bit here after Some great chances on either side. Neither team really wanted to make that mistake to either give up that next goal or tie her up.
I think it's because these two teams know each other so well, Dave.
That'd probably be a good comment. I'd agree with that. Hotmer on the entry to McMurdo. Settles it. Shot. Saved by York, who gives everyone a wave and says, I got it.
Alan York, the ex-Columbus Blue Jacket, as we mentioned, he is wearing the Garnet jersey. Couldn't get the sewing done in time, I guess. But Alan York, I mean, you want to talk about, there's a reason why he was in the bright lights of the NHL. Outstanding rebound control and corrals that puck easily.
2007 Columbus Blue Jackets, 6th round pick, 158th overall, played in the ECHL, the AHL.
Troutman took that shot, and he is going to the bench. He is in a great deal of pain right now.
It's not good news if your Daysland shot is blocked, and that comes outside the blue line. And Petio lines up one of the Nanton players away from the puck, and Hotmer just took a number instead of retaliating. It's a good way to go. Day finishes his check, and Bergman cross ice cannot connect. 1:45 left in the opening period. Olsen can't get it out. Wolbeck puts it towards. Olsen the lead pass, 3-on-2. Bergman on the right wing side. Drops it off. Hugenboom shot. Midsection save by Alan York.
And Hugenboom gets the worst of that right after the shot. He's down on the ice behind the goal to the left of the Daysland net. And you can see Daysland is being very physical with this top line, especially with Hugenboom. Hugenboom is so dangerous. Here he comes in, unloads the wrist shot. And you can see there's Day giving a bump. There's number 22, Carson French.
Yeah, it was the incidental contact there, dropping the man in the corner.
Just letting them know that you're going to be here all day.
We could be here all day the way these two teams have been playing this
They
tournament.
match up so well.
This might be a double, triple overtime game. 2-on-2 with speed on the left wing side. Foster inside. Foster can't get a good shot away. And Soprovich in the half wall to Foster. Trying to get it to his brother, but been told to wheel, and they're going to go north. 2-on-3. Ripped in. Franzen gets a little contact. And a stick check, and Soprovich out the other way. 2-on-2. Over the blue line. Shot wide of the net. Zachary can't catch up with it, and he gets absolutely walloped. Some high contact there. Call that a charging penalty. That's the second big hit for Franzen, and this one gets called.
Zach Soprovich right along the glass here, and Franzen on the charge. He takes...
You count the strides at home.
Yeah, exactly, and he takes Soprovich right into the glass.
More than 2 strides, we'll say he took. That's as much as we'll count.
And when you're 10 feet away from the referee is going to call that one because he took a long run.
Franzen was the guy who threw that hit. The other end on French. Goes away from the puck. 45 seconds left in the opening period. 15-5 the shots on goal. In favor of the Nanton Paliminos. Daysland Stars, the defending provincial champions. These Paliminos, the runners-up. And it was vice versa in 2015, 2 years ago. Hugenboom takes it, sends that down the ice. York way out of the net to try and catch the Paliminos on a change. Benefield has it on the forehand. Benefield led the CJHL in scoring in 15-16 and 14-15. It's a second round WHL draft pick by the Lethbridge Hurricanes in 09. Petio behind, almost gets pickpocketed in the dying seconds of the period here. Not going to get a shot on goal before we put the boots to the opening 20 in the gold medal game of the Alberta Senior AA Provincial Championships.
What an entertaining period, Dave.
I'd have to agree. That's kind of what we expected coming into this game between these two powerhouses. One team was 14-3-1. The other team was 18-0. So Daysland, the one down by a goal right now, the defending silver medalists. How would you assess the opening 20, Kev?
I think it was an absolutely. I've been so impressed by the endurance of these players over these previous 6 games, and it's a short tournament with a lot of action. You're taking a lot of hits, and you're skating miles through this tournament. I am amazed at just the adrenaline and just these athletes. You have to be impressed by their endurance and their desire at this point.
Who's impressed you the most so far between both teams? teams?
Well, I think Andrew Bergman right now, as we talked about, big-time players make big-time plays. He's going to be counted on the rest of the way. And I'm going to have to say that Troutman line with Troutman, of course, is going to be the catalyst, and as well Scott Efford. So I think those three players, we're going to be hearing a lot from them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and we one guy who's heard a lot about them is the president of the Ranchland Hockey, or the North Central Hockey League, excuse me, one of the senior AA leagues, and we're going to catch up with him, who Daysland has been Jerry Muse. He's been pretty familiar with that organization for a couple of years.
And he's followed this team. This is his third trip to the gold medal game, so we'll have a chance to talk to him about that.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll catch up. Kevin's going to be talking with Jerry Muse in a couple minutes, so we'll take a short break and be back with more from the 2017 Senior AA Provincial Championships in Wainwright, Alberta on ICU Video Productions.
Here we go. Welcome back to this. Now they can hear us. Welcome back to this 2017 ICU Video Productions Procast of the gold medal game here in Wainwright, Alberta at the 2017 AA Men's Provincial Hockey Championships. My name is Kevin Donnan, and I am pleased to be joined by Jerry Muse, the Vice President of the North Central Hockey League. And you're no stranger to this gold medal game, following Daysland around. And tell me, what are your thoughts on the game so far, Jerry?
It's a pretty good game so far, a little bit one-sided on the shots, but Daysland's in it, 1-0 game. Anything can happen now. So.
And Daysland took the long way here. In terms of what are the North Stars going to have to do to go back-to-back and repeat as champions?
Well, I think they have to start skating a bit more and moving that puck with the skating and start putting some pressure on their goaltender and taking some shots, and hopefully they'll get on the scoreboard.
And tell us your impressions. I mean, we've been talking about it all weekend. You're the vice president of the North Central Hockey League. What have been your impressions of the hosts, the Wainwright Rustlers, in terms of hosting this tournament and putting on such a great show?
Oh, I think they've done an excellent job. This is a great facility, concession. They got a beer gardens upstairs. It's pretty impressive, and the games have all been good, and officiating's been good.
And overall, I mean, this North Stars team, I mean, they can roll out four lines going ahead, and they've also had solid goaltending with Alan York here today.
Yes, they've had solid goaltending all weekend with both of them, and he's looked pretty sharp in the first period, and hopefully the shots will come down from Nanton on him, and Daysland shots will go up. So.
Well, it's okay to be biased when you're the vice president of the league. And, of course, one final question. Can you give us a prediction for the rest of this gold medal game? What do you think the outcome will be? And obviously, you're obviously going to be cheering for your guys, the North Stars, but can they win this? Can they secure this and go back to back?
Yes, I think they can.
There we go. Well, we're going to find out 40 minutes from now, or 2 periods away, the score after the first period. The Nanton Paliminos lead this gold medal game 1-0 over the Daysland Northstars, and we'll have second period action coming up right away. I want to thank my guest Jerry Muse, the Vice President of the North Central Hockey League, and we'll be back for the second period in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Wainwright, Alberta at the gold medal game of the 2017 Senior AA Provincial Championships on ICU Video Productions. Procast, Dave Dawson and Kevin Donnan. 1-0 after 20 minutes. Nanton does lead. We got a goal and a whole lot of body contact to get through.
We have got some great We've only got one goal, but we've got a lot of highlights because this has been a very physical affair here in the first 20 minutes, and I expect the same for the next 20. And the next 20 after that, I'll tell you. Look at some of these, the physicality between these two teams. And there's the opening goal. There's Andrew Bergman. And great camera work by our crew. And there's Bergman just right. I mean, quick release. And Paliminos are up 1-0. But here come the hits. There's Jacobson with a big hit along the boards. There's a big open ice hit. That's the big hit on Jacobson by Tanner Franson. There's Troutman and McMurdo getting involved. There's the penalty on Haley, number 10. Bit of a dangerous play there on Jacobson, the hit from behind. But it's been a very physical affair, as you would expect in a gold medal game like this. There's Franson with a penalty that on the Paliminos as he takes Zachary Soprovich into the glass. But Dave, I'll tell you, the physicality, if you're a player, you've only got 40 minutes left in the season. So you're going to lay it all out on the line, and that's what these two teams are doing physically, and I'm expecting the same for the next 20 minutes and for the rest of this game. Really.
I love nothing more than a physical game if it's clean.
Absolutely.
Right? Physical contact, that penalties aren't being induced through that, but 4 penalties in the first period. But regardless of that, when emotions and stakes are high, I love bone-crunching hits.
And the players don't mind either. And as you mentioned, they don't mind as long as it's clean as well. They're used to taking hits. They've been playing. I mean, some of these guys are in their 40s, so they've been playing a long time. They're used to that sort of thing. And I'm expecting these remaining 40 minutes, when you've got a gold medal on the line, and this is, of course, the rematch of the rematch. And this is the third time these two teams are meeting. They're no strangers, but I expect the physical play to keep coming.
Nanton from the Ranchland Hockey League, a 4-team league. And Daysland from the North Central Hockey League, as you just heard Mr. Donnan talk about an intermission. Power play of 1 minute. The North Stars will work with to begin this second period. Jacobson can't receive that pass respectfully, so that'll bounce over his stick. A hot cross one. Bergman battles for position. He'll just, more than anything, put pressure on rather than try to take the puck away. Benefield, left wing side. Shot, deflected. Normand will try and move it along. And the cycle begins. Foster by himself behind the net, looking for the people. Cycles it again. Benefield. Right point, Gardner. 20 seconds left on the power play. 15-5 shots on goal in favor of Daysland, or Nanton, rather. Down low again. Good job by the Paliminos, keeping them to the outside.
And, you know, we've talked about the Troutman line all tournament, but it's also time to talk about that Foster-Benefield combination.
Here's time to talk about Troutman right now. Shot. Rebound cleared out of the way quickly. Good heads-up play by Tyler Haste.
I get the feeling Brad Troutman said, don't forget about me yet.
Literally, as soon as you said that. Clearing pass, Normand stops it. Centering, and right on Troutman's stick. Gonna flip it to Effort, the left wing side. 2-on-2, Effort over the blue line. Shot whistles wide. Franzen will take it and accept the love from Troutman. Down into the Daysland zone. Fighting off the puck is Eriksson, looking for the long lead pass to Zimmer. Gets sent back in. Dave Dawson and Kevin Donnan here. Are we going to 20 extra or 40 extra? The overtime format is continuous 20 overtimes.
Nothing would surprise me between two teams who are so perfectly matched up.
Tracy brings it in, sends it in front. Nobody there. Haste can't keep it in. Has to step back. Eisberner looks along and he elects to fire it off the glass.
Good pace here early in the second period as the power play is over.
As I mentioned, the Daysland Stars, champions, the North Central Hockey League, 113 goals for in the regular season to the Nanton Paliminos 142.
Only regulation loss to Devon 3 days before Halloween. So this is a team, both teams are not used to losing hockey games.
The Paliminos rolled through the Ranchland Finals, beating Fort McLeod 10-1 and 12-1 in a best-of-3.
That's getting it done.
Daysland beat Bonnyville, swept them in their best-of-5. French sends it up. Day is going to go after his own dump in. 3 minutes gone in the opening, or the second period, rather. Gold medal game. Carlson steps in, looks for a seam. Seeing eye shot, found its way to the net, kicked into the corner by Dunn. As you said, he's been the go-to guy all weekend long.
Absolutely. And it's been a fabulous tournament.
Day centering pass. French blocked. Turn around. Green puts it into the open corner. Losing it in his feet. Comes back to Carlson. Wolbeck trying to do something with it. And Bergman, what a nice move around Benefield. Stands him still. 3-on-2 Bergman. Can't slide around Green as he knocks down the big 6'6" guy with skates.
No fear taking on the big fella. I'll tell you, you go up against, as we said, when you get near Andrew Bergman, all of a sudden the lights go out in the arena.
Junior B rivalry there. Olsen sends it around. Off the glass and out. Work now. And he had to quickly step past Normand, who he had some speed. He had breakaway to sights.
Wark would have been looking up at the lights for a while if he had not avoided that collision, because that was a freight train coming out of nowhere, right down the tracks. Here's a good shot by Carlson, as you said, a seeing eye shot, but great coverage along the bottom of the net by Miles Dunn all tournament. Here's a good shot from inside the slot.
Nice block there. Last change by Nanton as the home team in the championship. Shot from the point. Gardner easily hang on by Dunn. Loomer out there on the ice, and we mentioned the shorthanded goal he scored, the breakaway. One of the nicest goals of the tournament, maybe the nicest goal.
Likely the nicest goal of the tournament. Luke Loomer, the one of the rookies here on the Paliminos. We've talked about it. The kids, the cardiac kids. 10 rookies in the lineup.
They really are. And here he has it behind the net, trying to move it along. Going to leave it for Tracy. Troutman looks on. Zimmer trying to center it. Troutman braces himself to the point for Gardner. Blocked again and slowed down off the glass and out. McMurdo. Nanton, or Daysland, trying to get on the board here. Down 1-0. The gold medal game. If they can do it, it's likely going to be this line. Work from the point. Deflected! Or tried to get a stick on it. Dunn made the save. And here come the Paliminos. Tracy shakes one off. And another. McMurdo shot. What a save by York. Flushes the leather and keeps it 1-0.
And we said big-time players make big-time plays in a gold medal game, and you're not going to see a bigger save than this one. Alan York with the glove hand, and he absolutely robs number 44, Colin McMurdo. What a beautiful save by Mr. York.
Cue that up again and slow it down, guys. Love to see that one more time, please. Thank you very much. As the puck bounces off the end glass, and Dunn hangs on for it. I'd love to see that little Grant Fuhr, little mustard. Let's see this again.
Here's McMurdo now, right on the forehand, wrist shot, beautiful vision, beautiful release, and he's looking right, and he's thinking, okay, I got this one. We're up 2-0 now. But Alan York answers the bell.
2007 Columbus pick, played in the East Coast League, American League, NCAA, back-to-back RBC Cups with Camrose. He's won a couple. Oh yeah, Spengler Cup. He played for Canada too.
So he knows all about winning. He's played with so many great programs, and he's playing with another one here at the senior level.
He definitely is. Haste gives it away. Benefield scores! The beneficiary is Benefield, and we're tied up.
You can't make this mistake, Dave. You cannot give away the puck to Riley Benefield because he will bury it every single time. They intercept the pass here, and it's Benefield. Here's number 4. That's Tyler Haste. And there's Benefield, no mistake, and he's left all alone, and Miles Dunn is left hung out to dry. And what a goal by Riley Benefield. We've got a tie hockey game.
It's far from done. 7th goal of the tournament for Benefield. Don't go anywhere. Not as if you were going to anyway.
Riley Benefield, of course, shaken up yesterday. Bit of a dangerous play. He took a stick right under the eye. He had a little bit of a mouse under the eye this morning at breakfast, but that wasn't going to slow him down.
Bergman dumps it in. Buckle up. You think it's been fun so far. We're going to have a freight train versus a 18-wheeler coming up here for the next 30 minutes. Delayed offside.
And it only makes sense. We've had such a great tournament so far. We were treated to a fantastic bronze medal game. Of course, we're going to get a gold medal game that will be the gold standard for senior men's hockey.
Haley dumps it in. York's got to bobble it a bit. Leave it for Gardner. Gardner with urgency. He's got the head up. Right wing pass. Right on the tape. Over the blue line. 2-on-3. Jacobson shot. Hit a body. Soprovic. His brother's got no stick. Jacobson wills it towards the net. And a lucky break there for Nanton. Warwick. A fearless block by Loomer as Gardner goes back to grab it.
Loomer, the rookie, making a veteran play and nearly stealing the puck for a big chance.
Oh boy, this is really turned up here. Jacobson, what a kick save. Rebound, Gardner pulls back on the trigger. He might have shot that one through the net and through the boards.
Kind of surprised Gardner didn't load up and take a big shot from inside the circle.
Cleared out to center. 7 minutes gone in the second period of the gold medal game, and Miles Dunn will hang on for the faceoff.
And Troutman, yeah, you're not going to, you know what? You're not going to put the snow in the goaltender's face without someone calling you on it. And Troutman, sending Miles Dunn a little bit of a message here. But when you do that, defensemen don't actually appreciate that a whole lot.
Look at how close that was.
That would trickle in for sure. And here's Gardner. I thought he would load up. Number 42, good hustle by Eddie Tracy to get out there.
Great camera work, guys. Love that slow down. Here's another shot of that. Just the last second, kick the pad out.
Great work by our camera in the corner. That's Matt Mosowicz.
Eriksson shot. Rebound right in front. On the goal line. And Dunn keeps the wall closed again.
Dunn with that big body. He's a big, big guy. And he sprawls across the goal line and keeps that one out. Not sure how. But right now, Daysland with incredible pressure on Dunn. And he looks behind him. Now he loses sight of the puck. But we've still got a tie game.
We do. Foster looking for someone. Back to the point. Petio backs up. Shot, rebound! And Dunn had to stand the ground. The rebound is rolling in the crease for a second. Cleared out of harm's way.
Good deflection out in front. And Miles Dunn, as we talked about, covering the bottom of the net beautifully.
Here we go again, and Foster blows a tire and almost had a 3-on-2. Benefield gloves it back to his teammate, but touches it, so therefore it's a legal play. Petio moves it along. Give it away. Here's a chance. Eriksson, or Bergman, excuse me, from Haley when he turned that one around.
Haley knows who to give the puck to as well.
Big Bergman. Can't go wrong with that guy.
No, absolutely. Haley, like I say, feeds it to the big guy, and of course Andrew Bergman can put the puck through a barn door at any given moment.
With a beach ball.
Absolutely. And, you know, if you're Alan York and you see the big fella wind up, you're going to stand up a little straighter.
This has been a tremendously exciting hockey game so far, just as advertised, as we mentioned off of the top. For all the marbles, all three leagues coming together in a celebration of senior AA hockey.
And this is the third year in a row we've seen, you know, these two teams have met in the provincial final. There are no secrets between these teams. As we talked about, they match up so very well. They're so skilled. Both teams can roll out 4 lines, and right now we've got Daysland's #1 line out against Luke Loomer's line. And of course, so both coaches carefully. Now they're matching lines in this game.
Eisburn and McMurdo on that line for Nanton. Effort receives it. Zimmer now with Troutman. Troutman had that corner picked and done. Throws the glove out. Ever so calm, cool, and collected. I haven't seen Miles Dunn rattle it at all this weekend.
And he has done a fantastic job for the Paliminos. He's gone the whole way. This is, of course, the Paliminos went 2-0 in the early part of the tournament to get into the gold medal game. Here we go with Troutman with the wrist shot, and as you said, Miles Dunn, ice water in his veins.
Yep. Troutman lining up at the draw. Little Ken Linsman there, getting under the skin. Theo Fleury, if I may. One of those guys. And this is the linesman superhero time as well, as we talked about. A quick release. Just bounces behind the net. Dunn scrambling, can't find it. And out come the Paliminos. Loomer, 2-on-2 with McMurdo, and a penalty behind the play. Looks like it's going to the Paliminos as Troutman, surprise, surprise, right in the middle of all that.
And these two teams, we knew that this was going to happen. You meet in the gold medal championship game 3 years in a row, and things are going to get a little chippy.
There's the chop there on Zimmer.
And as we said, use an axe, it makes a cleaner cut, and that's number 26, Brody Icebrenner with the two-hander on Troutman.
Offsetting here, Troutman for the retaliation.
You knew that was going to happen. Of course, you know the referee's going to call the retaliation every time. And now Icebrenner and Troutman are discussing the weather between the penalty boxes.
Troutman and I discussed some waffles this morning over breakfast, and
the breakfast of champions.
Yeah.
You got a carbo load.
Yeah, I had 2 or 3 waffles, and nobody cares about my breakfast. But midway portion of the second period here, 20-16 shots on goal in favor of Nanton. Dave Dawson, Kevin Donnan. What a great video crew we got with us. Connor O'Donovan directing, Rob Zitlau and Dave Foley on camera, as well as Sean McClune, Matt Mosevich, and Kyle Matz. It's been such a great weekend to be part of this broadcast.
Fantastic, and the only waffling we do is at breakfast.
That's true.
But the rest of the way, we're all business with this.
Kyle Matz does a little bit of waffling, but it's okay. It's all right, Kyle.
Kyle, of course, providing us with the replays. We've got Sean, Matt, Connor O'Donovan, and of course our two mainstays, Dave and Rob, who've done just such a fantastic job all weekend.
Off the draw. An extra 2 minutes going to Nanton. Shot, glove down. Here's the official announcement.
Nanton, number 26, Brody Icebrenner, 2 minutes for slashing and 2 minutes for roughing.
All right, so the extra 2 for roughing going to Icebrenner.
Troutman gets the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Daysland with their 4th power play of the game already. Tied at 1. Coming in, Daysland the most lethal power play, 4 for 13 at 30%. Sorensen down low, nobody there. Foster was in front of the net. A little miscommunication will kill a couple seconds. Foster now, top of the circle, and too far again, and that'll go down the ice.
Nanton Paliminos doing a good job on the penalty kill. 5 for 8 in the tournament with that shorthanded goal. We've talked about it all tournament because it was a really special goal. Luke Loomer with the shorty.
Sorensen brings it in. 45 gone in the power play. Petio shot. Puck's loose. And hung on to by Dunn as Haste had it in his skates. But in no haste, Dunn jumps on it.
Absolutely. Dean Petio, big number 67. You know, early on in this tournament, he was a guy who was, known more for his physicality, but he's shown so much skill. And there's the penalty, the sequence of the penalty earlier. But I've been impressed with the big guy, number 67, Dean Petio.
Had a birthday on Thursday. And here's Zimmer.
Happy belated birthday.
I tweeted him that too. Zimmer. Effort. Green. Winds up. Ping, pang, pong. Into the corner. Zimmer at the far half wall. 50 seconds left. Down low, Soprovich trying to get her in front. Good tight box here by the Paliminos. Forcing them to make a move. Hugenboom on pressure. Bergman looking on as well. Shot, save, rebound right there. Cleared out of the way. Not out though. Soprovich, side of the net. Petio keeps it in. Not out. 27 seconds. Cross ice. Too hot for effort. And it goes down an opposite corner.
Good work on the power play here by the Stars. Trying to get shots through, but good puck movement by Daysland here on this power play.
Great kill here by Paliminos. Tied at 1. A goal at 11:56 of the first, and then 5:21 of the second. Benefield walks in, shot, rebound, over the net. May have hit the crossbar. Benefield was that close to having his second of the game.
How did that puck not go in the net? Amazing. Danced right along top the crossbar.
Benefield now the tournament leader in scoring. 7 goals, 2 assists. Gardner goes back to chase it. Both teams even strength. Gardner, long lead pass. Foster. The Olsen twins look on. Not related from what we know of, but you named him that. And a big contact again in an earlier broadcast that I spent about 45 seconds with my mic muted and bent over the table chuckling, the things you don't see.
But have you seen the size of those two guys? Just don't tell them I said that.
No doubt. Get out of town first.
Following me. I will, you bet. And Nanton wants to leave town with a gold medal.
They do. They did 2 years ago. Not this town. Daysland left last year with the gold medal. This is the best of 3 final as we have another whistle.
Here we go on the replay. Here's Riley Benefield, and he's got just such a quick release, and now watch this. Just off the crossbar on the follow-up shot. Great little camera angle from Matt here as you see that shot. Nicely slowed down. There's the big rebound by Dunn, and just off the crossbar, or Riley Benefield gives Daysland a 1-goal lead.
So close. Paliminos, though, galloping along. Normand trying to bring it in. Good stick by Soprovic, preventing that centering pass, and Petio's going to grab it. Right wing side to the captain, Jacobson. Hits center, plays a little eye tag, a little stare down with haste. Vital that is, excuse me, as the shot goes through and wide. Jacobson, bit of a love tap. Here's Tracy. Quietly been a very responsible defenseman for these Nanton Paliminos.
He's been one of the stars of the blue line for the Paliminos all tournament long. He's shown a great deal of energy and a great deal of vision back on the blue line.
Troutman almost had his head taken off on that play. You know he's got a target on his back, and Hayes goes down. May have got a stick in the face. Referee might have missed that one. There's blood. I see blood on the ice.
Yeah, we see a little bit there. Tyler Haste, he's going to go.
Hope he's okay. Absolutely. I know our fine camera crew is going to get us a shot of that one. Oh, boy. You don't want to see that.
No, this one is it's one of those things. Kyle slows that one down. In there, we're going to take a quick look at it. Yeah, right up under the visor. And Tyler Haste is going back into the dressing room. Take a look at that, and hopefully Haste is back in this hockey game. Hopefully they don't have to do too any knitting back there.
Zimmer losing his balance a little bit, and stick goes uncontrollably. That's the tough part of one referee.
Absolutely.
It's so hard. The referees have such a tough job. I know if you're a Paliminos fan, you're going to be saying that should be a big-time penalty, but it's hard with one ref. You don't catch that stuff in the back.
Absolutely, and that's the challenge, and you have to have some. I mean, it's hard in hockey to have sympathy for referees some days, but I'll tell you, in this case, it is difficult for the referee, especially when there's only one set of eyes out there, and you're in an action-packed game like a gold medal game here at the Provincial Championships.
See head coach Greg Lindy asking for an explanation from the officials. 7:10 remains. Second period, gold medal from Wainwright, Alberta. Got here early afternoon on Friday and been treated to 7 hockey games this weekend. This is the final of that 7. The completion and the number of completion. French puts it down low. Olsen, though, he's there first. Chicago Blackhawks pick. 124 games in the NHL. He's got it again. Big body. Thinks about a sound move and sends it across to his D partner, also an Olsen.
And so smart and so smooth with the puck. You know, you can tell he's played this game a long time and at a very high level. So calm, so cool, so collected back there on the blue line. Exactly what you need in a big game like this. Here's that high stick one more time. And it's just literally just one of those things where Zimmer's trying to make a play on the puck, and we sure hope that
It's not an eye. That's the thing I fear. If it's
Yeah.
cut on the forehead, but when it's an eye, I just
It's
get
an eye. You have that.
Ugh.
Yeah. Everyone. You start thinking about Brian Berard.
Yeah.
And obviously it wasn't
Oh,
that
boy.
bad, but you hate to see that at any time.
York way out of his net, wearing a Garnett jersey. If you're just joining us, you're like, why are we calling him York? Well, because they have him wearing a Garnett jersey. And that's as far as we need to go.
Speaking of knitting and sewing, they didn't
Right.
get that in time.
Yeah. Daysland will have to tag up in time here as puck goes through the feet and some more body contact as Haley gets hit or hits Wark. So Wark passes along the love to Bergman. It's a love affair here in the senior double A's. And Hugenboom, what a move! Drops it off, shot blocked by Gardner. And Gardner throws somebody. There's bodies flying everywhere here. And here is a lead pass. Foster can't catch up with that rolling puck. Gets rolled into the end boards and gets set on for his efforts. Why not?
And I hope we can get a replay of the Wark-Bergman hit because Wark's giving up a few pounds and probably a couple of inches of height right in front here. Now watch this.
Kaboom.
Boom.
And then he turns and goes, you hit me,
Oh,
I
here
hit
you
him.
go.
Boom.
Hey, guess what?
Pass it along, eh?
You know what? It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
I love those.
And Wark sends the big fella on his back.
A little pay it forward as puck loose in the crease, still loose. And Olsen's going to headman out of the zone. 2-on-2, Norman on the left wing. Olsen and a step offside as Olsen made one too many pretty moves at the blue line.
So on the stat sheet, Wark is going to be credited. Brendan Wark is going to be credited. He's going to get a big check mark on the game sheet because he gets two big hits. Here's the scramble out in front. Good clear here by Olsen, number 11. Calm and cool, as we said. The Twin Towers for the Paliminos.
215 games played in the American League as well with Rockford and San Antonio, not to mention the NHL pedigree. 5.5 left. The second period, 20-19 shots on goal in favor of Nanton. But tied on the scoreboard and tied in the air quotes season series of provincial championships if the unofficial test. 2015 Nanton 165, 2016 Daysland 165. I don't know, Mr. Kevin Donnan, but I don't think this is going to be 6-5 today.
I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see that kind of thing unless the floodgates really open.
Yeah.
But no matter what, lots of goals or just 3 goals. This is a great
There's
game.
lots of hits. Franzen walks in, scores! What a shot by Franzen! Picked the top shelf, and here we go. Just as we say that, it's 2-1.
Oh my goodness. Tanner Franzen, number 58, and with that quick release, York has flashed the glove all game and has made several glove saves. But on this one, this is just a great shot, and Alan York knows it. You can, as a goaltender, you're going to get beat sometimes. A great shot, sometimes you just can't stop a great shot, and right there, Tanner Franzen proves that theory. What a beauty.
Established the play with a couple of hits, then brought the puck in the zone and finished it with a goal. That's the way you want to do it if you're the Paliminos. Let's wait for the official scoring play. But Franzen's been the focus of some penalties so far. Norman gets the assist, also the assist from the body contact. Franzen's throwing a couple of questionable hits, but no question on that goal. 2-1, the Paliminos lead in the gold medal game. 4 minutes left. Just above 4 minutes. 21-19, the shots on goal.
Amazing what a highlight reel goal will do to wash away all of those questionable penalties. Coach is going to give you a nice tap on the back and won't bring up those penalties again if you can shoot the puck like that.
Yes, sirree. Hugenboom over the blue line with Haley. Hugenboom, shot just wide, and York will hang on as they test the glove again.
And if we take another look at this one, Hugenboom, obviously, hey, he just saw his teammate beat York high glove side, so why not try it yourself? But let's take another look here. Franzen, right there. A wise man. I had the opportunity to meet Eddie Shack once, and he said, Sonny boy, it's a simple game. Push, glide, shoot the puck. And Eddie said, you do that, the first thing you're putting your legs through in the morning is silk.
I want a highlight reel of all of the Donnanisms this weekend, please, Kyle Matz.
Well, that's all Eddie. That wasn't mine.
All right. But the fact that you just said that. Here's Wark. Puck right in front. Can't bring it towards the net as it bounces on him. And he'll grab it again. Backhands it into the zone. And Olsen, ever so smoothly, gutsy pass through the middle, and Bergman slips by Wark. And York out of the net. Up to Troutman. 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Drops pass for Benefield. Shot. And it hits the defender between the knees and below the waist, if you feel what I'm saying. 21-19 shots.
What an entertaining period we have. 3:12 to go here, and this has just been fantastic hockey here in this middle frame. Bergman and Wark battling all, throughout this game. Bergman makes the nice play at the blue line, but the shots are even. There's only a 1-goal differential, exactly what you'd expect in a gold medal game.
Petty off the draw, looked like a set play to miss the net, hoping for a bounce in front. Ends up going in the corner. Zimmer moves it along, and the goal scorer Franzen will put it off the boards and down the ice. Normand in foot chase again. We expected coming into this game to talk a lot about Bergman, but it's been Franzen and Normand. McMurdo with the shot. That goes off of a leg. Tracy now, shot towards. That goes up in the air. This is McMasters, pardon me, not McMurdo. Got my my wrong fast food there.
Puck played just into the Daysland bench and brings the stoppage in play. And I'll tell you, this second period, this second period has not disappointed one bit. I think we expected a little more offense. Here we go, taking another look at this replay here and the clearing attempt into the North Stars bench. But boy, has this lived up to its billing.
No doubt. Been waiting all weekend for this one. Expected it almost to kind of be these two teams, but let her play out. Loomer can't clear it. Kept at the boards. Bumped from behind. No penalty call.
Stars bench sure wanted one.
They did indeed. Normand touches that and will await. No real urgency by either Palomino player to get the puck, and Soprovic almost got there first as it takes a weird bounce and goes all the way down. Green in a foot chase, a battle of the number 8s. Green gets pasted a little. Back behind again, and we'll do it all over. Loomer versus Green. Carlson now slows it down. The head up, he's thinking about going to Foster, and he almost gets him, and Foster a step offside, and he gives the old stick a shrug. He wanted to go in alone there.
And I'll tell you, Matt Foster has had a tremendous tournament. And I mean, we've talked about the Troutman line, and here's that hit. That's McMurdo. Ooh, that was very close to a penalty on Zach Soprovic, and that's another heavy hit that Soprovic has taken.
Both Soprovic brothers have been literally pounded repeatedly this weekend.
Tomorrow morning's going to be a tough one for the Soprovic brothers, just getting out of bed.
Ice baths and ice baths and more of those. 1:35 left in the second period. 21-19 shots on goal in favor of the Nanton Paliminos, wearing the Boston Bruins jerseys. Giveaway on the clearing attempt. Hugenboom tried to put it back into the corner. Again, couldn't clear it. And now Foster, left wing side. Benefield on his right. Can't turn. Olsen inside out. Centering pass. Olsen's going to rip it around, and Gardner can't keep it in.
Continually impressed by Matt Foster's ability to get into open space and get ready to shoot the puck.
Here's a guy who can. Troutman shot right at Dunn. And Olsen asks Dunn to hang on to it as we're below a minute left.
Eddie Tracy finishing his check on Troutman, but Troutman's got that quick release, the big wrist shot. Big rebound by Miles Dunn, but it's corralled by one of the Olsens right into the goaltender, and it allows Dunn to cover up.
Troutman probably not happy where he put that puck, but nonetheless, a lot of hockey left, 21 minutes, and maybe more. Shot, rebound, and cleared out of harm's way. Palomino's doing a good job getting rid of those second chance opportunities.
You know, they're doing a great job for their goaltender, just clearing out the garbage in front.
Effort, 2-on-4. Looking for an effort here to tie it up. Shot wide of the net, didn't miss by much. A collision along the boards. And it's out through center again. Half a minute left. Petio is going to bring it along. Nice move with the stick work. That is onside. Good call by the linesman. Sent right back out, though, as Troutman will chop it down. And he's going to, oh, he almost got railed. Normand almost put a poster permanently of Troutman along the glass in Wainwright.
And when you're a little guy like Troutman out there among the giants, you got to keep your head on a swivel and watch this. Here's Troutman.
Slippery as a trout.
But looks, yeah, absolutely, looks up just enough. And, ooh.
There was almost a tribute to Brad Troutman permanently along the boards.
Absolutely, a little bit of Troutman wallpaper here in Wainwright.
Yikes. 19 seconds left. Draw to the right side of Dunn. More collisions. Cross ice pass. Eisbrenner towards the net. Takes it, looks for a pass, centering through and just wide of the net. Keeps it under the point. McMurdo lets her go. Save, rebound, and time expires right when the Paliminos had a chance to add to their lead.
And what a great period. I mean, an absolute thriller here. This is the rubber match. This is the, you know, if you're talking about AA provincial men's senior hockey, I mean, this is really, when you're talking about a best-of-3 championship game, this is like Ali Frazier, and we're in the middle. If this was Manila, we'd call this the Thrilla in Manila, because this is the third battle between these two clubs. And as we expected, the gold medal game has lived up to the hype and lived up to the billing here at the Peace Memorial Multiplex.
We said it off the top, Dave Dawson and Kevin Donnan here, that evenly matched teams, safe to say, after 40 minutes, 22-21 in shots, 2-1 score, these are literally very evenly matched teams.
Well, I mean, really, it's going to come down in these final 20 minutes, and you've talked about it all weekend. It's about limiting mistakes and making sure that you don't let that little mistake become a goal, you know, allowed to get into the back of your net. So I'm expecting very tight checking, physical hockey in the third period. But boy, are we in for a thrilling finish.
The town of Wainwright got treated to just what they expected. What a classic. And we're going to catch up with the host chair, Mr. Josh Copeland, in a couple of minutes. Kevin Donnan's going to talk to him. After 40, it's the Nanton Paliminos 2, the Daysland Northstars 1 from the Senior AA Provincial Championships and ICU Video Productions Procast. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Peace Memorial Multiplex. I'm Kevin Donnan on this ICU Video Productions broadcast of the gold medal championship game between the Nanton Paliminos and the Daysland Northstars. The Paliminos lead after 40 minutes 2-1 over the defending provincial champion Daysland Northstars. I am proud to be joined by Josh Copeland, the tournament chair here in Wainwright. And first and foremost, congratulations, Josh, to you and your organizing committee, your volunteers, and to the entire town of Wainwright. You have done a magnificent job.
Well, thank you very much. It's obviously it takes millions of people, not millions, but there's a lot of people that have come together and helped. So it's you can see the bar's busy. We almost Our head coach just went to go get more beer, so we ran out of beer.
We ran out of beer, but I'll tell you, and you must be awfully proud of your hockey team, the Wainwright Rustlers. That was a tough loss in the bronze medal game against your interprovincial rival, the Hillman Hitmen. But the guys must, I mean, it's tough to lose, but they must still be very proud.
Yeah, it was a tough loss. I never seen in the room, their heads were a little bit low, but the captains rallied the boys, and it helped, to be honest. The junior Bs are playing, so we got to give a shout out to them. And they just won an OT, so we live streamed it in a room, and the boys were cheering pretty loud for the junior Bs. So. And
what a hockey community you've got here in Wainwright. Of course, you've put on such a great show here. The Rustlers had a successful season, and now the Bisons are provincial champions. But give me your thoughts on this game so far between Daysland and Nanton.
Well, they're a good team, both phenomenal teams. We tried to give both teams a little run. I'm glad we got to play Daysland this year. Last year we didn't in Nanton, but we came up short, and obviously they're pretty two good teams, and we just couldn't keep up with them, obviously. But.
Now, looking forward to next fall, the Rustlers. I mean, obviously, you're just closing out this season, but what are you expecting? Some turnover? What are you expecting for the Rustlers next year?
Well, to be honest, this year we had two new players, so our team's the same as it was last year, and this year we don't know. We're not getting any younger. Our average age is 28. Our youngest player is 23, so we're a fairly young team in that sense, because we have junior B players, and then half our team is junior B alumni. And you talked about the Polar Kings earlier, and that's kind of a feeder system. So 75% of our players played AA or AAA, depends on how old they are, and then the rest are midgets. So, and every player except two played minor hockey in Wainwright. So it's
that is so impressive.
It's quite a neat thing.
I was going to say, and that really speaks to we've nicknamed Wainwright the hotbed of hockey, obviously, because half the town is paying attention to the Rustlers, or the entire town, and of course the Bisons winning today. But in your mind, I guess you must be awfully proud as a citizen of Wainwright, and through the opening ceremonies and everything, and obviously you've done a fantastic job here.
So I've been living in the city for the past 10 years, because I moved there for university, and it feels like I haven't even left, and I just moved home on last Monday, so it hasn't even felt like I've been gone in 10 years. It's the same people, the same happiness, and same volunteers. So it's obviously you can't be more proud to be from Wainwright.
Absolutely, and I know that the hospitality of this town has been just amazing. We've been treated like kings. Our video production crew. It's been an absolute wonderful weekend. Congratulations again, and of course congratulations to the Rustlers. Of course that was a tough loss in the bronze medal game, but you've had such a phenomenal season, and we certainly wish you the best of luck going ahead. And congratulations again on a fantastic tournament. So. Heading into the third period, the Nanton Paliminos have a 1-goal lead over the Daysland Northstars, and we will have third period action in just a few moments. I want to thank Josh Copeland, the tournament chair of the Alberta Senior Men's AA Provincial Hockey Championships. And when we return, we will have third period action of the gold medal game between the Nanton Paliminos and the Daysland Northstars. Stay with us.
Well, we've called 6 games this weekend already. We are 20 minutes away in our 7th game from handing out a gold medal, or maybe more. Dave Dawson and Kevin Donnan, welcome back to Wainwright for the Senior AA Provincial Championships. And Kev, we've been treated to a lot of action this weekend, but physicality is something we've seen a lot of in this game.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, the hits have been fast and furious. Here's the highlight hits of this game. There is Brendan Wark taking on the big fella Bergman, and he's slow to get up, but we've had lots of big hits. There's a big hit by McMurdo along the far boards here in this 2-1 game. Here's Troutman narrowly avoiding a hit that I'm not sure he would walk away from. And here's the unfortunate one. Here's that high stick, and we're going to be keeping an eye on the Paliminos bench for Tyler Haste. We want to make sure that he's all right. He went to the room with what looked to be a stick near the eye area. And here's the no mistake by Benefield. They're the goal for the Northstars that have given Daysland a 2-1 lead here. But just fantastic action. It has not disappointed. There's a big open ice hit. There's the goal by Franson. Pardon me, we're going through all the highlights here. Here's Franson on the 2-1 goal and just beats Alan York. Top shelf. And I'll tell you, Dave Foley, our cameraman, and we talked about the boxing angle. We talked about Ali Frazier, the big one in Madison Square Garden, the second fight no one talks about, and the thrill in Manila. And Dave said, this isn't the thrill in Manila. This is the fight in Wainwright.
There you go. Nice. Love it. Well, the Nanton Paliminos are 20 minutes away from completing that best-of-3 series, as it's been dubbed. 2015 champions, 6-5. 2016 Daysland won 6-5. And I don't think it's going to be 6-5 tonight, unless those two coaches had something else planned for the third period, but likely going to be grinding it right down to the last second.
Well, you just never really know between these two teams, because these two teams have so much talent up front, and they have the ability to make that long stretch pass that you really just never know, because these two teams can score goals in bunches, Dave.
We're keeping our eyes on the bench for Tyler Haste. Don't see a bloody jersey anywhere, so
we certainly hope he makes it back, because that was a very scary play.
Well, we started it off. 323 games played in Senior AA from October until now. Who's going to be the victor in the final one? Olsen looking for the backdoor pass. Walking in. Saved by York. Side of the net, Olsen again. The delivery. Body flying through. McMurdo got spilled. Troutman and Olsen exchanging some friendlies and more love taps. And Troutman takes one in the lower back. And that's an icing call. So a furious start to the third period.
Paliminos coming out with fantastic energy here in these first 27 seconds. Buzzing around the North Star goal. There's a big hit behind Alan York. Lowering the Hugenboom.
Love it.
Or check that. That was Colin McMurdo, but
almost a McMurder.
I just wanted to say Hugenboom one more time.
It's like Bookaboom, right?
Exactly.
Get those two guys on the ice at the same time. Kaboom.
Absolutely.
All right. We've had our fun so far.
You bet.
It's been a fun weekend. Benefield takes the hit. And on the horse comes the big man, Franson, who's got the go-ahead goal. What stands as the game winner right now to clinch the gold medal. However, 19 minutes left. The Daysland Northstars will say, we're the defending champs. We're the one that's got to give it up. In order to give it up, you got to beat us. To be the man, you got to beat the man. There we go.
There
a
we
little
go.
bit of your own game.
A little bit of Ric Flair
And there's another high stick. Hugenboom took one in the nose. High sticks are everywhere today. And thankfully he's all right, but that'll put Nanton to the power play.
That's number 12, Tanner Erickson, going off as he gets the stick up on Hugenboom, and Hugenboom gets the Hugenboom lowered on him. And glad he's okay, but this is a gold medal game, and sometimes the adrenaline's flowing and you're going to lose control.
Here's the puck loose in front. Shot just missed. Haley almost had that corner labeled. Paliminos, and a hit from behind. Referee thought about it and then called it. Gardner is going to be going off. The Paliminos are going to have a 5-on-3 and a glorious opportunity to make this game way more in their control.
This could be a real turning point in this gold medal contest. Here's Mitch Gardner pleading his case. He's shaking his head saying, really, no, you know what? It wasn't that bad. But yeah, it was that bad. He's going to take a 2-minute penalty, and he's somewhat fortunate here.
Paliminos are 1 for 14 on the power play of the tournament. Olsen receives it, a rolling puck. Back over to Dillon. Him and Dalton might switch sides. No, he'll just move the pack. Back to Dillon. Over to Dalton. Thinks about it. One-timer just wide of the net. Bergman couldn't center it. Kept it the blue line. Olsen, top of the circle. Cross ice again, and Bergman can't receive it. 1:15 of 5-on-3. Olsen off the goalpost, and that goes down the ice to take some time off the clock.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and in a gold medal game, that never hurts. But a great defensive play during that sequence by Shane Carlson, number 47.
Bergman brings it over. McMurdo going to the net. Hugenboom walks in. What a save. Rebound through the crease. Couldn't stuff it in. That's 2 empty nets that Hugenboom was evaded by. McMurdo switches up with Olsen. Receives it. Walks into one. Just misses the net. Rebound comes to the point again. 37 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Olsen winds up through the screen. Saved by York. Behind the net again. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Jacobson happy just to keep it and kill some clock. Dalton puts it towards, deflected into the corner. Bergman now to the big man on the point. Across to Dalton. Shot, pad save, York. Collision behind the net. Can't get it out. Olsen thinks about it. To Dalton. Save and kicked into the corner. 2 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Olsen, what a block.
Oh, what a play.
10 seconds left on the power play. Olsen to Dalton. Shot saved by York. Off the boards and down the ice. They've killed the 5-on-3.
Your most important penalty killer is your goaltender, and I'll tell you, every member of the Northstars is going to be giving Alan York a tap on the pads because he stood tall.
Troutman a shot, blocker safe, rebound right in front. Saprovich can't pop it in. In behind the net, centering pass, can't get there. Troutman can't catch up with it, and the Paliminos are out again. Right wing side, Wark rubs his man out. Looking for the centering pass, can't hit Heidel. Through the crease, to the point. Tracy's shot is blocked. Shot from the point, hits his own teammate. Saprovich now sends it out and through center. Furious action here in the third period.
Please, please, please get us these replays because Carson French and John Green with 2. You want to win a gold medal, you got to lay it all out on the line. Number 22, Carson French with the big block on the far boards, and then John Green with a big block.
In defense of a replay crew, they got a lot to sort through.
Oh boy, the last minute and a half of play is a highlight reel unto itself. And I'll tell you, the Paliminos, relentless pressure on that power play.
Big kill for Daysland, down 2-1. Great work by the video crew, giving us that mini highlight pack. 24-21 shots on goal in favor of the Boston Bruins. They lead 2-1 in the gold medal game.
2 shifts in a row, and that's as many highlights as we've seen in some games, I'll tell you. That was amazing.
Doubt. Gardner whips it around. Sorensen on the half walls, the outlet, trying to get it out. Benefield takes a look. Forgot something. He's going to have to retreat and pick it up. Wark looks for an option. Elects to put it up onto just outside his bench, and Benefield will change, but not deep enough. Here's a chance for the Paliminos as they hit center. Nice little move. Normand gets spilled. He'll have to retreat. Lead pass to Erickson. To French. 2-on-2. Shot through the crease. He gets rubbed out. Day grabs the rebound. On the cycle. French trying to line his man up. Another hit. Left wing side. Haley enters. Centering pass. Hugenboom. Blocked by Petio. Petio steps up. Leads the pack. Day's going to dump it in, and that's going to go way over and out of play. Dean
Petio looking like an extra large Bobby Orr out there. looking great with the finesse plays and the speed out of his own zone. The big fellow with the soft hands. As we've talked about all tournament coming into this, we thought he would be a little bit of an enforcer, but Dean Petio in these last 3 games looking like a Norris Trophy winner.
Petio played NCAA Bowling Green State University, also in the ECHL with the Elmira Jackals. Won an RBC Cup as well. Paliminos on the charge. Knocked out of harm's way. Carlson was the guy to do all that. And here's Effort with Zimmer. Stays on side. Effort, a shot. Rebound and cleared out of the way by guess who? Tracy. Definitely not unappreciated. He's had great efforts this weekend. Unsung Hero Award, I would put him in that category.
He has had a tremendous tournament. You could call him the Paliminos Mr. Ed.
And Troutman gets run into the dasher right in front of the Paliminos bench. Loomer, centering pass, Eisbrenner trying to put it front. Can't do it, work. A little bit extra love taps behind the net. 6.5 gone in the third period, still 2-1 Nanton. The gold medal game from Wainwright, Alberta. Senior AA Provincial Championships. There are no national championships. This is as far as they'll go. The final game until October 2017. McMurdo dumps it in.
And with the quality of play that we've seen in Alberta here this weekend, maybe it's time to think about a national title at the AA level.
We already talked to Jamie Som about that at Hockey Alberta in our previous broadcast today, and definitely would love to see something like that.
Absolutely.
Soprovich centering pass goes off of his brother's leg. Now shot, Jacobson, that's blocked. Erickson puts it down low, Soprovich behind. Centering pass, nobody there. And Foster is normally on that line, steps on the ice. Over the blue line goes Hugenboom. Bergman now, shot off the side of the net, and that'll stay there as York will hang on for the draw.
Andrew Bergman always dangerous on that right wing side as he throws a puck at the net towards Alan York, who's going to take a little bit of a breather here as he was very busy during that most recent power play or during the penalty kill for the North Stars.
If you're just joining us, York is wearing a Garnett jersey, but he is in fact Alan York. They just didn't have the time to put his name on there, but after this kind of game, you figured he'd be deserving of having his name on there. Benefield, he's got his name at the top of the scoring of the tournament this weekend. 7 goals with 1 today.
And a beauty today, too. I'll tell you, we've seen some in a gold medal game. You come to expect big plays and great plays, and this game has lived up to its potential and the hype, and what a great matchup. And it, like as we said, in a short
spray.
Yeah, absolutely. And in a short tournament like this, where you play so much hockey in such a condensed period of time, I just marvel at the condition of these athletes.
Yeah, Foster with that centering pass for Benefield, too far for him, and it's really hard as a broadcaster to talk when these hockey players are so good at quick passes and quick face-offs and all that stuff. But we were talking about how quick the face-offs have been in this tournament as well. But
absolutely.
Neither here nor there. But Sorensen down low on the forecheck. Benefield with Foster. A little bit of contact there. Paliminos now. Flip pass through center. 11:49. Almost time to clock watch a little bit now for both teams. One team with a different motive on the clock watching than the other.
Absolutely. The urgency is going to start to kick in here for the North Stars as we reach the midway point of this final period here in this rubber match of gold medal championships.
Nothing wrong with that between two great franchises. Franzen on the left wing side thinks about shooting, loses the puck. Tracy hammers it, and York right into that glove, which has been hot today.
Well, I'll tell you, Alan York's going to need a new glove at this pace because he has stood tall, and watch Eddie Tracy, number 42, step into that puck, but Alan York calm and cool with the glove hand.
Made Franzen look good as he lost that puck off his stick, and Tracy was like there. It's like, oh no, I had that planned. I knew Tracy was going to be there.
Right there.
Draw to the left side of York, won by the Paliminos.
Like they drew it up.
2-1 they do lead. Turnaround shot. Petio there to stop it. The workhorse for this Daysland Northstars team, the defending provincial champions. Picked off. Franzen with Normand going in the net. Franzen scores!
What an individual effort, Dave. Tanner Franzen, 2 goals on the afternoon. And what an individual effort coming out of the corner. We're going to have a great angle on this goal. Here we go now. And here's Tanner Franson, does it all by himself, steals the puck, cuts towards the net, and that puck just trickles in. And it's Tanner Franson, number 58, with the 2-goal lead here for the Paliminos.
Carson French was the guy who he took it from. 3-1 is the score. The Nanton Paliminos are 10 minutes and 51 seconds away from being provincial champions again. Olsen, stretch pass to Haley with Bergman. Haley shot, bobbled, rebound right there. And Saprovic up to his brother, 1-on-3. Over the blue line, Saprovic can't get a shot away. Normand, great defensive play.
And now the urgency picks up for the North Stars, obviously.
Ork gets thrown into the boards. And an awkward collision as you see at the top of your screen. Still exchanging friendlies. Wark and Bergman.
And there we go. Wark now
face wash.
Get a little love tap, and of course, not exactly a love tap earlier on when Wark and Bergman met up, and Bergman with a little bit of get even there in terms of putting Wark into the glass after that big hit earlier in the game where Wark took the big man down.
I enjoyed that sequence. Wark gets hit, he turns around, pays it forward, and he hits another guy.
Says, yeah, you know what? I'll get 2 for the price of 1 out here. Why not?
Yeah.
If I'm giving them out, why not?
Yep, 3-1 is the score for Nanton, wearing the Boston Bruins type jerseys. The Daysland Northstars, the North Central Hockey League champions, 13-4-1 in the regular season. The Nanton Paliminos, 18-0. The Ranchland Hockey League, a 4-team league, rolled through the regular season. Goals for 142, goals against 32.
And if there are 2 guys out on the ice that can get Daysland to cut this lead, it's Matt Foster and Riley Benefield.
Green picks it off for the point and steps outside of the zone. Erickson now. Boxed by McMurdo. Flips up into the corner. Erickson centers it to Foster. What a save by Dunn. The best test Dunn has seen in an entire period.
Absolutely, and Matt Foster, we talked about it. Look, you marvel at Matt Foster's ability to get into open ice, get into space, put himself in position for the scoring chance, and he's looking up to the ceiling going, okay, wow, I had a great chance here, but Dunn was standing tall and ready to answer.
Draw to the right side of Dunn, who hasn't been that busy as of late. He looks on, though. Troutman battling for it. Scoots behind Zimmer positionally. Troutman trying to duck. Zimmer now. Point Erickson. Zimmer lets it go by. Troutman trying to center it. Effort. Left point. Petio looking for that bounce. Paliminos have done an outstanding job patrolling that front of the net, Kev, not allowing the Stars any offensive opportunities except for that one.
Well, and that's what you need to do in these remaining 8 minutes and 52 seconds. You've got to try and keep the North Stars on the perimeter as best you can. Try to keep traffic away from Miles Dunn. But the one thing I've got to say about Troutman is, in addition to his skating ability and his scoring touch, he has the unique ability to avoid big hits, and he has
slippery
in this game
like a
alone.
trout.
That's right, exactly. You try and corral a trout with your bare hands, and you're not going to be able to do it. And this little guy, I'll tell you, he can avoid the big hits.
Provincial championship slipping through the fingers right now, though, of the Daysland Stars. What do they have to do, Kev, to get some more offense? It's been all Nanton in the third period.
Well, I think what you have to do is try and get pucks into the high slot. Try and get in front of Miles Dunn. Try and get inside and avoid these shots from the perimeter, because Miles Dunn, he's a bigger target, whereas Alan York at the other end of the ice, a little more of an athletic goaltender. But you've got to get pucks and bodies in front of Miles Dunn, and if you're shooting from 30 feet away, he's just going to scoop that up all day long.
Been a sponge, hasn't he?
Absolutely. Great rebound control. Great stuff from the Palomino goaltender.
And here we go. Draws one. Saprovic back to the point. Jacobson, Gardner. Shot blocked right in the slot. Saprovic bobbles it now. Gardner shot Blocker save by Dunn, just as you said, a shot from the high slot. Maybe an IFB down on the ice there for Gardner, who knows?
You never know.
Gardner brings it in, lets her go off of a leg. Now deflected, almost found its way into the net. The Stars now trying to align, get something going here with just south of 8 minutes remaining in this gold medal game. And there's some contact from Jacobson to keep it in. And he's just going to sit on that and get some lumber in a sensitive area. We haven't mentioned it all today because it's been so furious. Let's roll through some of our sponsors. Thank you so much to Barrett Oilfield, Battle River Electric, Bunge North America and ACOM, Club Mojo's, Meatco, as well as Boston Pizza and Doug's Well Service.
What a great group of sponsors we've had throughout this weekend, along with great support from the volunteers and organizers. It has been an absolutely perfect weekend here at the Peace Memorial Multiplex and throughout the town. The town's abuzz. There's signs out there welcoming the teams, and obviously we want to welcome all of our viewers and all of the people who have traveled near and far to come take in these championships.
Troutman lost his lid, so he's got to go off on a change. 7:33 left, 27-27. Here's a breakaway. Benefield in. Scores! Benefield, it's 3-2.
Riley Benefield, leading scorer in the tournament. We talked about it. Big-time players, big-time play. Breakaway here by number 5. And look at the North Stars bench. Second goal of the game. And let's take a look here. Long lead pass. Effort, tapped it ahead to Benefield. He makes the nice little inside-out move between the legs of Dunn. And we have a one-goal hockey game, Dave.
Do we ever?
Goal scored by number 5, Riley Benefield. Assist by number 91, Scott Effort. And number 8, John Green. Time to goal, 7:27.
And just like that, the Paliminos almost had one of their own. Foster now, 1-on-5, trying to do it all on his own. Olsen whiffs on it. It's a gold medal game. Who would want it any other way than a one-goal game with 7 minutes left?
And 28-28 in shots. Here we go, another look at the goal. And I mean, that's just a beautiful goal from Riley Benefield. He knows just how important it is as well. And now is when, under 7 minutes remaining, now it's time to dig deep. Both teams. Who wants it more?
Insert cliche into the open space in the sentence. All of them apply right now. Benefield 8 goals in the tournament, but one more is what the Stars need. If you're a Daysland fan, Zimmer, 2-on-2, shot wide of the net, behind the net, and to the point, Jacobson. Effort, centering pass off of Normand. He's been great today too. More body contact. Troutman, they're going to ride him hard. He kicks it along Zimmer, try to center it to Effort. Hit a leg on the way there. Hugenboom, he's got something to say. He'd much rather it stay 3-2 and head back into Southern Alberta with the provincial championship.
Very
Pass
impressed by the Dave, very impressed by the pace here. And like we say, there's 6:06 to go here in the third period. And these two teams, and as Josh Copeland had talked about, you know, these two teams were sort of, it was kind of destiny that these two teams would meet up. Obviously, Wainwright and Hillman, you know, earned the right to be here. But these two teams are the creme de la creme in AA provincial men's hockey.
Draw one, shot, side of the net. Saprovich can't pop it in. Hammering away at it, and that'll be a whistle. And more rough stuff on the side as if you're just joining us, Tyler Hayes took a stick to the face, hasn't returned. Ryden Atwood just played a shift there and haven't seen him very much in this tournament. So Tyler Hayes did not make it back.
Now Miles Dunn is down on the ice. Let's take another look at that. As Saprovich was digging for that puck, it's hard to see here because there's the scrum, but right now Miles Dunn is shaken up on the play. Not sure what happened in that goalmouth scramble. Saprovich is obviously trying to get that goal at the side of the net, and here, from a different angle. You bet. Great work by our guys. And Dunn there reaching, and see if it's coming in late.
He didn't get
here.
contacted at all.
No, maybe it's it's really
Groin? Could be
difficult
maybe
to
he
say.
pulled a groin, possibly.
Exactly, and he's having a quick chat with the ref, and right now, Wasey Anderson, the rookie now,
Wow.
out of the gate, kind of getting a little bit loose, and
they're calling off the dogs here.
Okay.
Maybe, well, yeah, you don't know what's going on down there, but possibly he's trying to slow some momentum down. Either way, glad Miles Dunn's all right.
Absolutely, because you know what? He deserves to be to finish this game no matter the outcome because he has stood tall for the
All right,
Paliminos.
here we go. 5.5 left, or just under 6 minutes, excuse me. 30-28 the shots on goal. But the important stat category, 3-2. The Nanton Paliminos do lead the 2015 provincial champions, leading the 2016 provincial champions. In the 2017 provincial championship, it's all on the line today. What's the next gear? Fatigue physically has been set in. Mentally has been set in. How's this going to finish? Are we going to another 20? And we're going to slow it down briefly as Alan York doesn't even move on the icing call.
Nothing would surprise me in this contest as evenly as we've seen these two teams match up. And of course, we're keeping an eye on Miles Dunn as he was shaken up. And if you're Wasey Anderson, the rookie, and you're out on the ice and you've got 6 minutes left in the hockey game, okay, Miles,
no.
are you okay?
Yeah, are you sure you're all right?
Yeah, because if you're the rookie coming in cold, boy, that's a big assignment.
A little bit of pressure. Just a little bit of pressure. Some guy named Pat Roy did that a number of years ago in Montreal.
Turned out okay.
I'm obviously not pronouncing his name.
But
like, those of you at home would think, that's Patrick Waugh. I know it's Patrick Waugh. I do that sarcastically.
But it all turned out pretty okay for him.
It turned out okay for him, yeah.
Yeah, arguably one of the greatest of all time.
I can't hear what you're saying. I have 2 championship rings plugging my ears. One of these teams will have 2 championship rings in 5 minutes in the last 3 seasons. Which one will it be? Sent down the ice again for an icing call. Nanton is just happy to dump it down, dump it down, dump it down, dump it down.
Absolutely. Going back to your Patrick Waugh statement, the only guy to silence Jeremy Roenick.
Ever,
which is not an easy thing to do. But here we are taking another look at this one. And you want to talk about you want to win the gold medal?
Yep.
That's what you got to do. You've got to finish your checks. You've got to play physical, and you've got to just, you know what, at this point, whether you're up a goal or down a goal, you got to beat the man in front of you.
Draw one. Green, down low. Sorensen centering pass. Blindly hit a skate. Paliminos are out. Right wing pass, Big Bergman. Trying to shake off the onlooking defender to Tracy at the point. Down low again. Side of the net, Haley. Now behind, centering pass, too far for Bergman. To Beidel at the point. Shot goes wide. Likely a set play to try and get some kind of bounce. Past the onlooking shot blocker. Foster can't slow that down, and we'll go all the way down the ice for an icing call again.
The ever-dangerous Matt Foster with Benefield on his right side. So obviously Daysland wanting to use that stretch pass and get their offensive firepower in on Miles Dunn. And we take a look at the North Stars bench, and you can see some concern out there, down a goal.
Olsen off the draw. Eisbrenner down there. Battles along as well. McMurdo takes a little bit of lumber to the back. Going to try and Paliminos just want to kill that clock. 4 minutes left. 3-2. Paliminos lead or the Stars are down, depending which way you're watching it from. Either way, it's been an exciting hockey game. Kept into the blue line and out to McMurdo. Steps over. Shot, easy save as they change. Soprovic now. That clock is at breakneck speed. If you're Daysland, you want to slow it down. For Nanton, it's slow enough already. Jacobson over center. Drops it off. Hits a leg and back out again. What's Nanton got to do, or what's Daysland got to do right now to get some pressure?
Well, what they've got to do is just stick to the formula that's worked for them all tournament. Get this line going. Effort, Zimmer, and Troutman.
And Effort has had a great effort all weekend. Benefield, 7 goals, 2 assists. Tournament leading scorer. Troutman coming into the game, 1 goal, 5 assists. Effort 2-2.
And this line has been the story for the North Stars, of course. This line has done very well, of course, Matt Foster's line with Benefield. But these two lines are the reason why the Stars are in this gold medal game.
Efforts draw, splits the D. That'll kill some time off the clock. 3 minutes left. Provincial championship. Petio takes a look. Sends one up. Doesn't hit the stick of effort, and it comes back again. Zimmer backhands it on net. And Dunn is happy to absorb that, but he sends it along anyway, off the glass and down the ice. Likely been the message from head coach Greg Lindy. Anytime you get a chance, just dump it out.
And you've got to expect at some point the Daysland Northstars will call a timeout. Next whistle, I would think that the North Stars will call a timeout to chat things over and talk about what they're going to do with 2:40 to go here in this gold medal game.
Draw to the left side. Foster has it. He scored some crucial goals, but he won't hear another icing call. 2:32 left.
Get used to seeing for the next 2.5 minutes. Every time Nanton touches the puck, they're going to be sending it down the ice as they try to play this one out with 2:32 to go, Dave. And this has lived up to its billing.
Definitely has. Draw one by the Paliminos. Comes back to the Stars' point. Gardner puts it around. I don't think he's left the ice in the last 15 minutes. Jacobson now. Rolling puck. Gardner calling for it. Elects to send it down low to Foster behind the net. Benefield shot. High riser. Jacobson can't keep it in. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. 31-29 shots on goal in favor of the North Stars. But the category that counts is the 3-2 lead. Loomer turns around. Had a chance, but a good back position by Gardner to knock him off. And here he comes. Right wing side. Over the blue line. Gardner looks, centers it. Can't hit his teammate. Kept in and now out. Here's a chance for the man who's already got two Franzen. Cannot complete the trio. The Hattie. Franzen now taking off his skates. Left wing side, Troutman. Shot on net. That is wide. Body contact. Effort can't keep it in. He's knocked down. Effort rips it back in. 1:15 left.
Time to keep an eye on Alan York now.
He is in the net and in his crease as the Paliminos have it. Tracy waits. No, it's Normand, excuse me. Kept in at the blue line and now out. Last minute of play in the Provincial Championship. Lead pass to Effort. Now the net is empty. Shot. Saved by Dunn. And I imagine Mr. Dunn, and it is time for a TO.
You bet. 50 seconds remaining, and now Alan York on the bench for the North Stars. And, of course, they're going to have a chat here because they've got 6 attackers now with the net empty. A gold medal on the line. And now the coaching staff going to draw this up, or this line here. Now they do call the timeout. So they're going to talk things over, Dave. And it's a matter of keeping the formula simple. Win the draw, easier said than done. Get pucks on the net, easier said than done. Get bodies to the net, and then you hope that you can cash in. But I've been very impressed by the Palomino defense and their ability to keep things on the perimeter. Of course, they've just had both teams have had an outstanding tournament, and we'll see what happens now. I mean, this is how can you not be excited if you're in this building?
The Daysland Stars.
Or you're viewing, doesn't matter.
Swept Eckville and swept Bonnyville to get here. The Nanton Paliminos swept Fort McLeod to get here. 18-0 in the regular season. 14-1-0-3 for Daysland. It comes down to this. 50 seconds left. Nanton is up by a score of 3-2.
Palomino's trying to complete a perfect season.
322 senior AA games played from October to March. Right up to this point. Who's going to find the way to glory? Puck scoots out through center. Sent back in, a delayed offside. Tracy's going to wait back there. Put it off the glass and out. Benefield has it. Got to wait to tag up. Brings it back in. Zimmer on net. And Dunn will hang on with 29.2 seconds left.
That's going to result, well, maybe not in a late penalty, but Gardner takes a big hit in the back.
It's going to draw a crowd.
But again, you got to give credit to Miles Dunn and I mean a relatively harmless shot that he's going to be able to handle all day, and no traffic in front. And with 29 seconds to go, that's exactly what Daysland has to do now. Get a puck at the net, get bodies at the net.
Referees conferring with the Nanton bench and a timeout for the Paliminos.
And this is just a matter of just talking things over. What are we going to do defensively? What do we have to do? Go through all the scenarios, win the draw, lose the draw. What do you have to do? If you're the center, you're going to go attack the puck and get to the puck. And at the same time, what you want to try and do is keep bodies and make sure that Miles Dunn has a lane and can be able to see the puck, most importantly.
I'm almost speechless, Kev. What a great weekend of games we've had. This one lived up to the bill. Even the bronze medal game was incredible as well.
Well, really, all 7 games in their own little way have been, have had their own little shining moments. Some games have been better than others, but all 7 have been highly entertaining.
It comes down to this moment right here. Puck is dropped, cleared down the ice. The Paliminos in a foot chase. Gardner drops it to Foster. Here's one last chance to tie it up. Foster drops it. Not far enough for Zimmer. Hugenboom puts it down the ice with 8.1 seconds left.
Well, these two teams would leave, something in one more moment. Just one more moment.
Give us a little more drama. A little more drama.
Why not? Because they've been doing it all afternoon, and here we are. The moment is now.
Can hear the crowd getting into it. Paliminos win the draw. Olsen rips it around the boards. One last chance, dumped in. The Nanton Paliminos have galloped back into the provincial winner's circle, your 2017 Senior AA champions.
Congratulations to the Nanton Paliminos, and of course, my pick for the player of the game is Miles Dunn. I'll tell you, what a performance. Tanner Franson with the 2 goals, of course. But what a fantastic tournament for these Paliminos. They complete a perfect season. And, of course, all the credit in the world to the Daysland Northstars. They had a whale of a tournament, too. But the Nanton Paliminos get a measure of revenge, and they take the best of 3 gold medal, if you will, series. 3 years in a row, these two teams have met in the gold medal game, but it's the Paliminos who come out ahead in a 3-2 game. And what a classic from the Peace Memorial Multiplex.
Simply the best they are. 3-2 the final score, 6-5 the last 2 years. What a treat. Well-deserved, Nanton Paliminos.
A perfect game from start to finish, really. Even it was officiated well. Everything. It had a little bit of everything. Some great saves. Everything you would expect a gold medal to have. Big hits. A gold medal game to have. Big hits. Lots of great goals. Some great saves. And, even some block shots. And once again, the greatest tradition in sports. This is what sportsmanship is all about.
Eddie Tracy leading the way. Unsung Hero Award, we'd have to say, definitely. Man, he did so many things well. So we got a great look at that, the handshakes. Haley as well. Josh Haley had some big moments. Dylan Olsen, the former Chicago Blackhawks pick. 124 games in the NHL. And the Daysland Northstars as well, Kev. Definitely no team to hang their heads over. They dropped the game yesterday morning, and which had them to go to the back door to get here, but man, it was well worth getting here.
Well, I'll tell you, what a journey for both teams. And, you know, both of these, the Ranchland League and the North Central League, and, of course, the Sask-Alta League, it's the cream of the crop at this level here, you know, in this province. And just a fantastic show put on by these two teams in this gold medal game and throughout the tournament. It's just been a wonderful weekend here in Wainwright, from the opening face-off and the opening ceremonies on Friday to where we are today. What a wonderful weekend here in Eastern Alberta.
We will await the gold and silver medal presentations as well as the Ray Marsh Trophy. Lots of history since way back into the senior A ranks before senior AA came along to the 70s, the history in this province. The Wainwright Rustlers, the finished fourth. The Hillmont Hitmen got the bronze medal, and here we are.
Award ceremony. If I could have the three officials come forward to receive a recognition award for their contributions to the senior AA provincial tournament.
Officials doing a fantastic job in this gold medal game.
With one referee, that's hard too, Kev.
Absolutely, and you know, there's so much riding on the line, but all three officials did a marvelous job in this championship game. And you know, you see these Paliminos and the big smiles all across that lineup.
Riley Benefield gets the player of the game for Daysland, tournament leading scorer. He had a pair today, giving him 8 goals and 2 assists this weekend.
And you know, he bounced back from that injury last night and then came into this gold medal game and just you know, really demonstrated a really fantastic scoring touch. And Riley Benefield, really the MVP of the Northstars team.
Yeah, Tanner Franzen had a couple of questionable hits earlier in the game, but he used that question to put no question to this championship with 2 goals.
Tanner Franzen, okay, you know, 2 great individual efforts, and that's what you need in a game like this. And we talked about big-time players making big plays in a big game, and Tanner Franzen, the player of the game.
Received our provincial silver medals, number 33, Alan York.
All right, so one by one, they'll give away the medals here. Alan York. Couple of great games this weekend, sharing duty with Andy Sinclair.
Number 5, Riley Benefield.
As we said, Riley Benefield, Capital Junior League leading scorer for a couple of years.
And a wonderful tournament this, you know, here, leading scorer.
Bergstrom didn't see great big-time ice time, but obviously contributed. Or Erickson, excuse me.
Number 47,
saw big minutes.
Shane Carlson pretty steady out there, you bet. And I mean, made a sensational play halfway through the third period.
Scott Day, the big forward.
Number 91, Scott Efford.
The sniper on that, I mean, on that top line. Here's another unsung hero, a guy that we talked a lot about but had a fantastic tournament. Number 16, Matt Foster.
Number 28, Mitch Gardner.
And this is
Number 8,
kind of that bittersweet moment where receiving that silver medal, you know you wanted gold. You were seconds away from gold. And we talked about this at the end of the broadcast with Hillmont and with Wainwright, that you don't appreciate that medal maybe as much until a little bit later on down the road.
And you know what? You know, probably, you know, after you bring the equipment back out in the fall, and you know, somewhere you stumble upon that silver medal, and you're gonna look back on that with a great deal of pride. And you're also going to remember this tournament. You're going to remember the guys, and like you say, it stings right now, but later on you're going to be awfully proud of you and your team.
Brad Troutman, which really made a statement on this tournament, and his work as well. A great beard.
Does the beard come off?
Yeah.
Is it a superstitious thing? You just never know.
I don't know.
The coach, Chester Blatz.
Coaching staff now being recognized for Daysland, and
didn't see Studley Dudley out there today for Daysland as well. The oldest player in the tournament at 42 years old.
Have to wonder why he was out of the lineup, because he was such an anchor on the blue line. So we hope that he's okay, because and I mean, in a 3-2 game, I mean, you want him out there obviously, but the Northstars looked great. And here's a silver medal to the big guy.
Yeah.
Dean Pettio, number 67.
I don't think they called his name, so Last but definitely not forgotten, Petio and I were having some fun on Twitter last night, exchanging back and forth.
Even his teammates are like, hey, you can't forget him.
They even called it out from the stands. That was funny. So that's all right. Great tournament this weekend, and the city really, the town really was treated to a great performance, and not to mention, of course, the Junior B, Wainwright Bisons winning provincial championship today. So much going on in this town. There you go, Miles Dunn. Made some big saves. Didn't have to be spectacular today, but he made the saves when he needed to.
Absolutely, and that's all you want in a gold medal game, is you just want steady play from your goaltender, and that's exactly what Dunn was able to put together for the Paliminos.
Dylan Olsen, he's played at a high level a couple times before, no stranger to the accolades. That big mitt, big frame. Andrew Bergman.
The big fella.
Number 22, Brandon Hugenboom.
Laying down the Hugenboom.
These two guys, Bergman and Hugenboom really led this team, both in terms of heart and soul and on the score sheet.
Number 18.
A lot of great mustaches along that crew as well, which you don't necessarily see in the junior ranks because a lot of the kids can't grow mustaches.
Right.
But guys in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, they know how to grow some facial hair.
In junior hockey, you start growing your playoff beard in about September.
Yep, September of your first year. And then
That's
hopefully by the
right.
time you're done in your 20-year-old year, it all grows in.
Yes, you know what? You look at these two teams with the facial hair and the mustaches, and you think the Gillette stocks are going to go up on Monday morning because there's going to be some shaving going on.
And during our sponsor thanks, Wainwright Liquor and Cold Beer, you might be expecting a bus coming your way in about a half hour, so just be ready. There's going to be a little bit of celebration on the travel back to just south of Calgary.
That's going to be one fun bus on the way home, and I'll tell you, they'll be restocking the shelves at Wainwright Liquor and Cold Beer tomorrow morning.
Rounded a couple more of our sponsors here. Don Eisman Professional Corporation, Holland Company Crop Production Services, Olson's Construction, Wainwright Car Dealers Association, Wainwright Liquor and Cold Beer. So we wait the Ray Marsh Trophy presentation. I believe that is coming up next year.
Jamie Salm from Hockey Alberta doing his duty, handing out the medals and the
Great
accolades.
interview. Want to thank Jamie Salm, as well as we want to thank a couple of other interviews. Rob Boutan from the Saskatchewan Hockey League, Jerry Muse from NCHL, Josh Copeland, as well as, the tournament chair. Here's the banner.
Assistance of the Nanton Paliminos to receive their championship banner and trophy.
What an exciting moment for these players, as they lost the provincial title last year to the Northstars, and here they are going to pose for the photo, and that banner will be going up somewhere in Tap Town in Nanton.
And there it is, the trophy and the banner. The Nanton Paliminos, your 2017 provincial champions. All right, what a festivity this weekend was. What an incredible game we were treated to.
You work so hard, these guys play for the passion and the pride and the love of the game. And you know what? This is this is just a big moment for these guys. Look at Luke Loomer, the rookie. Boy, is he having fun out there. And there's 10 rookies on that team, and what a great way to go forward now.
Wow.
What a
Kev,
what a tournament and what a gold medal game.
We got here about 3 o'clock Friday afternoon.
About that.
How's your voice? How's the throat?
I'll tell you, there's not a whole lot left there, Dave. I got to admit, we've both been struggling in that department trying to keep our voices together, but it's only because of these players. These players provided the excitement and the entertainment, and it's been such a fantastic weekend here in Wainwright, from the organizers in the town of Wainwright to the tournament committee, and credit all of the players, these 4 teams: Hillman, Nanton, Daysland, and of course the host team. And it's just been a real special weekend and an unforgettable weekend here in Wainwright.
There's that shot. The Nanton Paliminos. Well, Kev, it's been a lot of fun. I'd hate to see it end.
Absolutely.
I want to keep going, but it's been a pleasure to fly alongside you this weekend, my friend.
It has been absolutely amazing. You've done a stellar job, and it's been an honor to be with you.
All right. Well, on behalf of Connor O'Donovan being our switcher tonight, Matt Mosowitz, Sean McClune, Kyle Matz, Rob Zitlaw, and Dave Foley, our entire broadcast crew and ICU Video Productions. Thank you to the town of Wainwright, your 2017 Senior AA Provincial Champions, the Nanton Paliminos. On behalf of Kevin Donnan as well, I'm Dave Dawson saying good night from Wainwright. Thank you so much for watching this IC Video Productions Procast. You have yourself a fantastic day wherever you are.